welcome back, Love Nation. This is Nina. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been coming to my channel. Like this video, share this video, and hit that notification bell. So you guys are about to listen to Sonstar Peterson, who is Tory Lanez's father, speak out from his IG live account concerning his son's conviction. And I am going to let this play through uncut, and you guys will hear from him. This video will be in several parts, so please hit that notification bell so you can hit on to what happens when he speaks on this case in part 2 and 3. And right now, you guys, I'm about to play this. Like, share, and subscribe again, and listen to Sonstar Peterson's from his own words, you guys. So check this video out and leave your comments below.
Interesting. I've heard of pages being suspended, blocked, and every kind of thing because of content, supposedly. I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. I think this may be the first time in history that a page has been blocked or wiped before any content has ever gone. I know that sometimes pages could be stopped because, hey, God bless all of you. Thank you so very, very, very much. I know there are times when there is, what they may consider inappropriate content or whatever the case may be. But I've never heard of a session being blocked before anything actually begins on IG. That might be a first. I'd like to welcome all of you and thank you so much for taking your time to come in tonight and to be a part of this. I'm grateful. Just want to ask everybody that is on here. I haven't been on IG like this in over 2.5 years. It's been over 2.5 years that I've not really posted anything that, is a message from myself. I used to be very consistent in posting messages that were really bent or aimed at encouraging people, strengthening people throughout the time of COVID. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that has really been, aimed at being an encouragement. I remember during the times of COVID that I really started to address dealing with the spirit of fear and self-doubt. And throughout all of that time, people were engaged, and I'm grateful. It was encouraging to hear that the message was not merely, going out, but that people were actually receiving from it. And so for 2.5 years, over 2.5 years, I've not really said anything. I have walked through the season. We have been through the storm and the rain, and we have kept ourselves strong. In fact, let me correct that. God kept us strong. And I'm grateful for everything that the Lord has done and how he has kept my family, because guess what? We have been through so much. And that is why tonight I thought it was time to speak. In the book of Ecclesiastes, it is written, there's a time to speak and there's a time to keep silence. And I do believe that the time has come to speak for now, for now. So tonight I want to take you on a little bit of a journey. And I pray that you will stay with me. I pray that you will strap on your seatbelts and be ready to take this ride with me. Many of you for some time have been concerned as to what has been going on with regards to Tory. Just give me 1 sec, please. I'm so sorry, but just give me 1 moment. This won't take long. Yeah. A lot of you have been concerned about him. I am grateful to all of you who have loved him, have stayed with him. And as you know, we've just come through a trial that ended in the way that it ended. And I appreciate all of you who at least have decided not to allow your mind to be hijacked by a narrative that others would want you to believe, as though you have no sense, as though you have no mind, as though you should never be allowed to think for yourself. And that's basically what it has been. So I really want to go back, just buying a little bit of time, because I would like for as many ears as I possibly can get to hear what I have to say tonight, because I believe that I'm speaking from a place of truth, from a place of love. And some of you who are coming on, I appreciate, by the way, a couple of you contacted us, my wife's page, and a couple of you have said, hey, listen, how can we help? Because it's very obvious that there are certain forces that would not want my voice to speak tonight. But this is not new. This kind of warfare began just over 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years. No, we are, 2.5 years and a couple of months ago, let's say, give or take. So tonight, I want to take the time to paint you a different picture, because there are those who felt that it was important to paint my son, Daystar Peterson, aka the artist Tory Lanez, with a particular brush and to hold him up in a particular light to make people think that he is a monster, that he is this really terrible person that did a really terrible thing. When I look at the fact that these people were willing to go to no length to make sure that story is told and told and told and told, it makes you question why. You see, I was the first person that he called when he was able to call on the phone to say something about the situation that had happened back then. I must say this to you, however, before I get started. It is not my intention tonight to go into merits of the ongoing trial. Thank you. He is, in fact, innocent. God bless you for stating that, and all of you who have stated and continue to state that my son should, in fact, be free. So I am not going to get into speaking about a case that is not over, although many would like to think that it is or would hope that it is. So I'm not going to get into speaking about the merits of a case, about the legal realities of it. They are experts in that field who are standing up to address it now. And so I will allow them to do what they do best. And I will do what I know that God has gifted me to do best. And that's number one, to tell the truth. That's number one. That's number two, to be a voice for truth. You see, truth is not a philosophy, people. Truth is not an ideology. Truth is not a religion. It's not a doctrine. I have been a servant of God for years. My children grew up as they saw us go from sometimes city to city, nation to nation. We lived in a lot of different places. And on one hand, that really gave us an international perspective of the world and what it's really all about. And so there are some things that I do want to say, and I would ask that you can help me to get it out as far and wide as it is possible to get it out. I pray that those of you who showed up for live at 7 to find that my page had gone dark, was just a black screen there, that I pray that you return. Thank you again for those of you who actually reached out. I've had a couple of calls, some messages, and people are saying, hey, how can we help you to do this? How can we help you to do that? Can we get you on station head, etc., etc.? And I appreciate all of that. I'm not coming tonight with vengeance in my heart. I'm not coming to try to tear people down. I'm not trying to render evil for evil. As the word of God that I have taught and lived or sought to live for years have told me to love even my enemies. It's not easy sometimes, I can tell you that. But I have sought to walk the love walk, and I've taught my children to do the same. One thing I do know for sure is that I never hold anyone in my heart in unforgiveness, because I've learned that unforgiveness is like pouring acid into a container. If you pour acid into a container, it will first affect the container before it affects anything outside of the container. So I do not ever allow people and what they have to say to be either the standard by which I determine anything in this life.